morning. Myself Sangeeta Devi from GK Jain School, Raipura. To have a more update on our education videos, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel GK Jain School. And if you like our videos, you can just like on it. And we are going to move on to the new chapter in the 12th standard commerce in today's class, employee training method, chapter 12. This is the unit part where it comes under the human resource management, where we have completed three chapter under it. It is the last chapter which comes under the human resource management. Where we started with the human resource management, we were learned about who is the human resource and what are the management skills they are doing, and what is the functions and what is their responsibilities. Everything we discussed about the human resource management. And then we have learned about the recruitment. Recruitment is the first step under the human resource management, where they will be giving an advertisement or instructing the candidate to apply for the job. That would be the first step. After applying for the job, next step is going to be a selection. That we discussed in a separate chapter, where in the steps in the employee selection process, many steps we discussed. In the steps of employee selection, that we have 9 steps. And after the selection of the candidate, we give them a job offer letter to join. So after joining, there needs to be given a proper training. So that is this chapter, where it is all being going to be a continuous chapter. We have a recruitment. After that, selection process will be done, and after selection of the candidate, there needs to be given a proper training. We have a different methods of the training, on the job training, off the job training, what is training, or why this purpose of training is required. Everything we are going to learn in this upcoming sessions. First, we will learn what is training. Training is something which is acquiring the knowledge and utilizing it in the job for their efficient or effectively to get to the next level. Because you some may be a new person, or some may be having some experience. It differs. We cannot tell all should be a fresher, all should be an experienced one. So few will be of a fresher and few will be of a somewhat having experience. But for all of them, they are all new to this one organization where they get placed. They may have experience, but they may have experience in the different organization. Their following method can be different. Here following method will be different. So for each person, first thing the training needs to be given about the job. What are the training needs to be given about the day-to-day activities and about the rules and regulations, because they want to follow for their safety measures. So we have a lot of reason why the training is being given to the candidate. After giving a training to the candidate, they acquire the knowledge about the job. And after acquiring the knowledge or increasing the knowledge, they can do all the works at their own. They don't depend on the others. So the work cannot be disturbed at all. So if I don't have a training, what it could be? Definitely I need to ask each and every time other person who is going to be a senior or who is going to be a next colleague. From them I need to ask each time. So it is disturbing their work and it is also disturbing our work. So in order to avoid all those things, we have a training. We give a training to the candidate before making them to do the daily activity. So it is about the meaning of training. We have a definition which is being given by Edwin B. Flippo. Has given a definition, separate definitions about training. It's a definition. Training is the act of increasing the knowledge and doing the jobs efficiently and effectively. So this was the definition which was given by Edwin B. Flippo about a training. So I told you that acquiring the knowledge by some other person will be giving you a training. There will be a trainer. They instruct you or they tell you each steps. If you comes under you are going to work in the invoice department, then they tell you what are the invoice, how you need to prepare it, everything each by the trainer will give you an instruction. And they ask you to do it practically. So this is how after the trainer is giving you instruction, you acquire the knowledge. After acquiring, you do it on your own. It will be and efficiently and effectively you do it after acquiring knowledge. So this was the definition which was given by Edwin B. Flynn. So now we know what is the meaning of training and the definition of training. Why there is a need for training? If I have giving a training to the candidate, what is the purpose or what is the need is there? We have around 10 points under the need for training. First one, we have improved quality of work, enhanced employee growth, prevention of obsolescence, enlightening new recruits, improved safety measures, motivating employees, higher productivity and results, cost reduction, reduced supervision, better adaptability. So these are the 10 points which I have under the need for training. We will see what are the meaning one by one. First one, improved quality of work. When I acquire the knowledge, automatically I'll try to implement my skills and what are the knowledge I acquire in the job, and it automatically increase the quality of work. Definitely every organization will require the candidate to do a work very perfectly. So their quality wise will be checked. So it automatically improve the quality of a work when they acquire, when the candidate or being given a training. So that is the first one we have. Next, enhance employee growth. Definitely it is going to be a employee growth only, because he may work in a different organization, but here he came and learnt many new concepts, and he has been learnt new technologies. So it all have employed the employee growth will be there. When you acquire more knowledge, they tell usually to read the book to acquire more knowledge. Definitely here also same way. We tell the employees definitely their growth will be there when they acquire the training. So that is the second, enhance employee growth. Next is prevention of obsolescence. Definitely everyone needs to be get updated. Updated is very important because of the technology. Day by day it is started increasing. One day you can see many features being developed in a certain app when we use itself. So likewise we have in the certain software or certain applications being developed day to day. So for each thing the employee should get adopted. Otherwise if he is not updated, he will be doing it on the old process. It will take too much of time. What is the technology is doing? Information technology is developing the candidate to do the work faster. Before manually when the work was done, each time when they do it manually, it take lot of time. But here nowadays we can do it on the faster stage with using of all this information technology. The training, the person will definitely get updated with the latest information technology and give the knowledge to the newly joined candidate also. So it prevented them from outdated. It tell the candidate or the employee to get updated. It or not only the training will be given for the newly joined person. The training may be given for the already existing employee also. So to get an update of knowledge about the present software or present situation. So that is what prevention of obsolescence. So this is a need for training. Enlightening new recruits. Enlightening new recruits is that the employee or the candidate who is selected can know about the working techniques, to whom he should report, everything he can know when he have a training. The training person will definitely tell that after completing each day works, you should give a report to the concerned person, and the working hours and working techniques, everything they related to the working will be known by the newly joined person. So that is what enlightening new recruits. Next is improved safety measures. Improved safety measures is that if he is properly given a training, then automatically he will not do any mistake. He will be trying to do it all under the safety measures, and it will automatically avoid the accidents which is going to happen in the organization. So it all happened when the person is getting a proper training. When the person is not getting a proper training, definitely he try to do it on his own knowledge, then he may make a mistake and it will not be good. So safety measures will be improved when he gets a proper training. Okay. And if it's under the safety measures we have that, it will avoid the accidents also. Next, motivating employees. Motivating employees that when the training session is given to them, automatically their career wise they also grow to the next level. When they come and join to the new organization, they have a certain knowledge. After undergoing the training, they have a more knowledge. It automatically their career wise they are growing to the next level. So it motivates the employees. The employees is motivated by undergoing the training. Next, we have a higher productivity and results. Higher productivity and the result is that when the proper training is given to the employee, he uses his own skill and try to do it without having a knowledge about the job. They do all the works very slow because they are not given any training. They want to each time ask to the other person and do it. It will take lot of a time. So it is a slow down process also. When a proper training is given, automatically they do all the works at a faster because they have a very good knowledge about the work. When they do the faster work, it automatically leads to higher productivity. And the organization wise, it gives more profit to the concern. So this is what the another purpose of the training. When they do it the work at a faster, the more works, more orders or more things can be given to the organization by believing that these employees definitely will do it and make it a success. The organization also believe in such a way and get more orders. If they get more orders, it will improve the company growth also. When from the first small scale, if they have a lot of orders, they try to develop it into the medium scale. So when they have a proper training given to the employees, these are the good things that will happen to the organization, as well as the company believe that these are the best employees. So it is a good results will be given, the higher productivity and the results. Next we have is a cost reduction. So cost reduction is a very important need for training. Why? Because there will be no wastage of resources by the candidate or the employee. When a proper training given to the employee, they know that these are the very essential purpose we need to use the resources. Resources in the meaning, it will be of money or the machines, everything. It is all happen. If I do not know how to use the machine, if I use it in the way what I think, it may damage the machine. So it may be a wastage of my resources. When I have a proper training, I use the machines in a proper way, there will be no wastage of the resources. And automatically, I will try to maintain the resources also. Maintain the resources is that I will properly maintain the machines or I properly maintain the computers which is being given to me. So what are the maintenance activities which needs to be done? That will be done by the candidate or the employee. So this all will lead to what? The reduced cost reduction will be there. There will be no wastage of the resources by the candidate or the employee. Reduced supervision. Reduced supervision is that I believe the candidate I have given a proper training. So they do the works independently, they don't depend on the others. And I no need to each time go and ask them whether you have completed, whether you have a doubt. No need at all. So there is no need of a supervision. Only once in a month or once in a week, if I ask the employee what you have allotted is being completed or not is enough. Daily I no need to go and ask them whether it is given to the work is completed or not. So that is a reduced supervision. By the organization, every time they supervise each person, whoever works under them. When the proper training is given, they do the works perfectly. So the perfection will be there when they have a proper training. So due to that, only 1 week once or monthly once, the checking of the person is enough. So that is the reduced supervision. We have a last point under the need for training, better adaptability. Better adaptability is that I told you in the prevention of obsolescence is that we all will move to the new information technology. So what is better adaptability? They move to the new working environment. They learn a new technology how to do. Whatever changes comes, the training will be given automatically. Then they can acquire the knowledge and do any kind of changes happens also. They don't feel difficult because we give them a training. So that is a better adaptability to the new technology or a new techniques. When we have a training, whatever the work environment changes or any other wise we have a changes in the organization, they know that definitely we will have a training session with that they will explain, we will have adapt to it. So there will be a better adaptability when we have the training. So these are the need for training, which is our purpose of training. When they ask you a question, purpose of training also, these are the 10 points we should write. So the need or a purpose are same. Why we need to have a training? I think you all have understood what is the why we need a training, why it is being given to the candidate when they join, or existing employees also we give a training when there is a new update in the technology. So these we have a improved quality of work will be improved and employee growth will be there. Employees growth in the case their career wise they will be grown. Next is a prevention of obsolescence. They will not be outdated when they have a proper training. Enlightening new recruits. Enlightening new recruits is that they will be known about the working techniques, to whom they report. Everything will be known. Improved safety measures. They will be given a proper training. Then they know what work needs to be done and they will avoid the accidents. And motivating employees when in the training session. They acquire a new knowledge. Definitely the career wise they will be motivated. Higher productivity and the result is that they all will do a work at a faster. So it will lead to a higher productivity of the company and earn a more profit to the concern. Cost reduction. Cost reduction. They will not a wastage of the resources will not be done by a proper trained person. Reduced supervision. They do the works independently. So there is no need of a supervision day to day. Once in a month or a week is enough. Better adaptability, they adapt to the new techniques or the new technology. So these are the very important need for training or the purpose of a training. We have a next is that the steps in the training that we will discuss it in the next session. Thanks for watching.